I saw my 2-year-old son crouch next to a massive fire ant mound at the edge of the playground and yelled, "Lucas, stay away from that! We don't eat bugs!" He looked up at me, looked back at the ants, and started poking at them again. I started walking towards him, but then my phone buzzed and I glanced down for 10 seconds. When I looked up, a man in a gray hoodie had Lucas tucked under his arm and was walking fast toward the parking lot where a black SUV was waiting with the back door already open. I dropped my phone and ran, but I already knew I was not going to make it. I screamed, "Hey, stop! That's my son!" as the man threw Lucas into the back seat, climbed in after him, and slammed the door. The SUV started pulling away and I kept running, watching my son's face disappear through the tinted window. I was already imagining the worst when something extremely strange happened. The SUV slammed to a stop so hard the tires squealed against the pavement, then it started reversing wildly, swerving back toward the parking lot like the driver had lost control. The back door flew open while the vehicle was still moving, and the man threw my son out of the car and onto the grass. "Get them off me!" he was screaming, jumping out and slapping at his arms and neck. "They're in my pants!" Red welts were rising across his skin in real time as he ripped his shirt over his head. The driver was swerving in circles with one hand because the other was clawing at his own scalp. "They're in my hair. Get them out." The SUV clipped a parked minivan hard enough to set off the alarm. Then the guy in the hoodie dove back into the SUV, and it sped out of the lot with the back door still swinging open and both men howling in pain. I ran to Lucas and dropped to my knees and checked every inch of him. He was crying, but otherwise he was okay. He looked up at me completely baffled. "Mommy, the mean man didn't like my friends." His pockets were bulging and moving, and that's when I realized he had packed his pockets with fire ants like snacks for later. Those men had gotten the surprise of their lives. Police found both men at the emergency room that night, being treated for 200 bites between them. Lucas had a few welts on his hands, but he was mostly just upset that I made him empty his pockets.